welcome to episode 480 of this series where I play the regions of Europe one by one on GeoGuessr. Doing so in a tennis match format as outlined in the introduction you just saw, basically meaning that in order for me to score points I have to play rounds of 5,000 points within 5 minutes in GeoGuessr. And every time I do so, I knock a minute off the total game time available to me, which initially is 25 minutes. But given that I played a 5,000 point round at the end of the previous episode, I will start today with 24 minutes on the clock. And we're moving into Serbia yet again. And this time we're moving into the Braničevo district, or the Braničevski okrug. Now, as you can see, this place is very, very sparsely covered, pretty much everything, except for this access road, or rather this main road, is located inside Požarevac, which happens to be the capital of the district of Braničevo, which counts 156,367 people, spread across 3,855 square kilometers. But as you can see, we will not be touching on very much of that. That's a little unusual. And Požarevac has a population of 42,530 as of 2022. Now, this might seem easy, given that it's all located inside Požarevac and, well, on the 33. But there's an additional twist to this, and that is that I've had a bit of port and a bit of whiskey, and I'm not quite sober. Quite far from it, actually. So maybe that will add another level of difficulty. As a matter of fact, I'll pour myself another shot of whiskey before we start going. And maybe that will make this even harder. But as you can see, there's not a ton of locations around. And so I guess, unless I'm completely off my rockers, this should be fairly easy. But then again, of course, it depends on whether this place is as well signed as the rest of Serbia usually is. But we'll see. Oh, a discoteca Madonna. Well, that's outside my reach, so but this is pretty much it. So let's play this thing and make it a challenge, although I think the challenge here will be to finish in as short as time as possible. This looks like a bus station, or possibly a train station. And there's also a road crossing the railway here. And that is quite helpful. So to the southeast, this road goes, and railroad is going southwest to northeast. So let's go into Požarevac. And here's the railroad. So what did I say? The railroad, this road goes southeast, northwest. So it's not this one. Could be this one. Could be that one. But I'm kind of banking a little bit. What we got over there? That's an echo. And that's probably that one. So that means we're somewhere here on the Porečka. Let's see. Well, Autobuska, yeah, that means that we're... Oh, it's one of those, is it? That's making things harder. So yeah, we are at the... This is the bus station. Now the question is... I think this is probably that. Not too sure though, but I don't really have much to go by. So perpendicular to the... Oops. Perpendicular to the road should be about there. Nice. Well, that's a good start. So let's see, that puts me at 15 love, 23 minutes left on the clock. The standing is 1-1 in the third set, and I won the first two, and now I'm 15 love up in the current game. Well, Okay. There must be something I missed then. So we must be on the Danube. Yeah, of course. That's right. Okay, so look at southeast, northwest, and that's a fortress over there. Let's see. Probably not the Aqua Club. But, okay. Right, I didn't count on that. Okay, let's get our bearings here. Oh, there's very little in terms of buildings around here, but there's a road running on the north side, on the Romanian side of the river, and that's to the northeast. Okay, so we're on the Danube somewhere. And then there's this castle or fortress or whatever it is over there. Let's see if we can make it up there, and maybe, just maybe, it will be a little helpful. Here we're passing. Is there? No, there's no sign of any islands in the river in this direction. So that's probably around the corner. I think we are probably somewhere here. Let's see. There's no sign of any tunnels or anything. And there's that thing up there, which very much looks like a fortress of some kind. And this is the kind of conundrum that a drunken brain does not really relish. But okay, so there's a kind of a cove here. But this, let's see. So now we're heading west. Can I see any sign of? Can I see any sign of that? Or am I even further west? Could be down here as well, actually. Because Braničevski stretches quite far along. It actually stretches all the way over here. So let's see now. How about, I don't know. Ah, man. Now this is going to be a tough one. The thing is, I am not allowed to give up. But yeah, so looking eastwards here, we have this significant bend towards the east. And then it's opening way up, so I think... And now look at northwest, so I think we are somewhere around here. A big Bunad waterfall. What's that? Windmills. There aren't many places with apartments and stuff here. But let's say that I'm looking at this community. Because that kind of works. And the big Bunad might be over there. So right now, I should be about there. If I'm right. And probably I'm not. How are we going to square this circle then? Let's have a look. Oh, well, we're going to do wow, 5 minutes gone already. Wow. Okay, let's head down the river a bit. See, the thing is, there isn't any habitation anywhere else. And that was... So let's see, if that point there, which cannot possibly be this point. Okay, let's say... And there are many things that are wrong to my reasoning here. But the one thing here is that there's no... I'm gonna go with that. We went that far out, okay. Ah yes, I will explain it. Right, okay. So that leaves us at 1515. Yeah, so that is probably the promontory I was looking at, and here's this community I was looking at. What about the fortress, though? That must be... Palata, there we go. Well, 15 all. Third round. Okay, now we're definitely in Požarevac. We have the name of the street. It's called... Well, that's not easy to read. Drva something. That's what it looks like. Whether that is true or not is a different thing. Southeast, northwest. What's the... Well, that's not a terribly common layout, is it? Let's see. Here's Anna Market. Okay. We can just figure out the name of this street. And a Yellen Delicatesse, a Renault outlet, and a very, very narrow road. And we're coming up on the railroad. Oh, that doesn't really look like it's operating, does it? But okay, let's run on the assumption that we are crossing the railroad. And we are moving. Could we be on the Ratarska? Well, I guess we could be, but... Well, that's actually my... let's see now. So here we're moving west by northwest, and we're making a turn. And we have an intersection here. And there's a playground. Yeah, that looks right. And we also got this. Yes. Okay, then. Well, this is gonna be... Oh, hang on. Was it the Viteshka we were on? No. Well, there's only a number of streets here, though. So maybe I can catch a clue. Oops. Maybe I can catch a clue on the next one. I have a feeling we're here. And this is the Alexandra Pavlovitsa. And let's see. Maybe. And then immediately we get the next one, which is called something I cannot read. But if the next one is the Viteska, this one. But yeah, the layout is making sense, is all correct, so we have to be here on the Ratarska.
What's the matter with you?
No! Wow. So it's that straight and that straight. See how the staggered pattern between those two matches up with the staggered pattern with those two. Oh man, that was cruel. So let's see, where does that leave us? So this was the third round. So we should be at 22 minutes and 15:30. Yeah, I'm not quite with it, but that one, I am fairly certain I would have failed that if I was sober as well. Although, I guess I would have had a proper sense of how far I'd have to go in order to meet a railroad. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay. What? Are we on the Danube at night? You got to be joking. Oh man, how? Okay. Right. Challenge accepted. So there's a pinpoint of light over there to the west. And we're on a big, wide open expanse of the Danube. At night. I have a feeling we might be somewhere here. Now, let's see if we can get more of that light down there. Oh, okay, we can't. Fair enough. This is the most random thing ever. How about that? Pitch black darkness on the Danube. How on earth are you going to pin this? It's like, if you do, you are the goat of all times of GeoGuessr if you're able to pin this one. Okay, so we're moving northeast. That suggests we're over here. Now let's see. Okay, so will we be moving northeast all the time? That's the next question. Now let's see, so slightly towards the east, northeast by east. How on... Oh, wait a minute, there are lights there to the southeast. How about... maybe those are towards Rom. So if I place myself there... that is actually not too bad. Whoops. Okay. I'll blame that on the whiskey. That was actually quite good. Half a kilometer away, less than that even. And messed up as it is, I have to be happy with that. I can't but be. So let's see what's in the final round. Let's see. Okay, so I got the full. I got 22 minutes on the clock, so I got the full 5 minutes. Of course, now I'm dithering, so I'm losing time. We're on the 24. Okay. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean that we are in Požarevac. And there's another thing. They might have changed the numbers. Okay, let's look for Kučevo and Majdanpek towards the west. There's Kučevo. And that's definitely not the 24. And then there's Požarevac, yes, and Ljubičevo. And where's that? Interesting. So it says we're on the 24, but I have a feeling we're on the 33. Smederevo Klicevac. Now the thing is that I believe the border here follows this river. There's Ljubičevo. And there's something else here. You can go to Kladovo and Veliko Gradište. Which is up there. And Kladovo, which is where? What did I say? Klicevac somewhere? And this road leads to Belgrade. Yep. So, but I'm starting to think we're not on the 33. Let's have a look at this intersection. This one comes with a bridge. And it does. Okay, so we're between these two intersections. And let's see now. There are buildings here. And there's a building materials store, and then there's the DM Sat. Hello. What? There we go. DM Sat TV, that's that thing. So is that kind of like a local TV station or something? Now where's the... So this must be the building materials store, right? Or... Yeah, so let's see. So here's the road going up. There's a building missing here. And that is to the northeast. So that means we got to be somewhere. No, wait. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That means we got to be somewhere around here.
What's the matter with you?
No. Okay. Well, that's the point of the game. And honestly, while I am quite inebriated, I honestly believe that I wouldn't have done much better if I was sober. This is... Well, the thing about that final round... Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. Oh well. Anyways, I don't think I would have done any better if I was sober. So, that was episode 480, and Braničevo actually was, well, Of course, being placed in 2 rounds on the Danube will mess you up. But that was weird in many ways. But that is episode 480 done somehow. Tomorrow we will get episode 481, and I might even record that right afterwards this one. So that might not be very sober as well. But we'll see. Until then, bye-bye.